Hello, hello, beautiful souls. Jerry Turand here, your love mentor, with this week's love tip. I just realized that all the tips that I had recorded and programmed to come up once a week are done. So here I am, fresh and new. And honestly, I really am fresh and new. And so I love how perfectly everything lines up and everything just works out for our highest and greatest good. Um, so yeah, I'm not even sure. Let me just check in what it is that the message is for the week. Yeah, just, I'm like, it's always a message of love and a reminder of just how loved and lovable you are. And this week, hope is coming through that people are losing hope or struggling to really be in that space of trusting and could use like a little more hope that there is a purpose for everything that's going on and that there is a gift. And I totally get it. Trust me that, my God, some of this stuff that is happening for individuals and in your individual lives and obviously in the world collectively, what we are moving through, there's some huge shifts. There's a lot of grief, there's a lot of death, there's a lot of leveling up. And unfortunately, in order to really level up and step into that next level of truth and expression and unity, first there's a falling out and kind of that separation and that frustration and that impatience and that not knowing. So, a message of hope that we really are doing it. That is because we're sick and tired of being sick and tired, and we cannot lie to ourselves anymore or to each other without feeling the angst of that and knowing that, yeah, this is bullshit. This is not what's supposed to be happening, right? Like that. Oh, right. We're getting so close on the edge of this implosion. Like it's not even an explosion, it's an implosion where it's a rebirth, which also requires a death, which also feels very physical and can be physical. But there is a part of us, a part of society, a part of this world that is just scrambling to stay in control and And just before it dies, it screams the loudest and it's the most intense and it's painful. It's painful because we're feeling it in our bodies, especially people that have been doing their work and are very empathic and connected. I mean, we all have that ability, but some of us are pretty darn blocked up, you know? Um, I've stepped into a new realm, a new reality. Something just really opened up because I have been so committed to my next level of trust and surrender. And what I want to say to you from here, what I really I'm having realizations every single day, so it's hard to just pick one. But the worse it gets, the better it gets in some ways. So because I just see this beautiful space of just the isness, the pure acceptance, this beautiful space of pure creation and connection and where everything is available. And it's so light and it's so spacious. And the biggest thing that I noticed when I really stepped into what was just right in front of me, which I bet you're feeling that. Like there's this, your next level, this, your truest identity and the new identity that's led by love and soul and trust. And living in flow. You can feel it, you can taste it, you can almost touch it, and yet you're like spinning out right just right on the edge of it. And sometimes you can taste it and you get in there. And other times you're like, oh, darn it, that was a false labor. Why can't I just birth this next level? Um, that is such an important place to be in and to get like root bound in. Because really, that is when you're transplanted into a bigger consciousness, a bigger pot, your bigger self, a truer self is when you're just so bloody root bound in your old pot that a part of you is very committed to staying in. Because to that part of you, this is safe. It's not safe to really shift into this unknown territory. Like, I don't know how to be that. I don't know how to do that. I don't know if anyone's coming with me. So it feels like we're going to leave people behind. So there's 1 foot in, 1 foot in this old reality, this way of being that is very conditioned and riddled with beliefs and rules um and we know it doesn't quite fit anymore, right? We've outgrown it. There's a part of us, our energy has already outgrown it, but yet there's a part of us that is really committed to it because it feels like it's not safe to step all the way in. So we have 1 foot in the old reality, 1 foot in the new reality, which is closer to the truth of who you are, way lighter. And the biggest thing I noticed when I fully stepped in was, oh my gosh, it felt like the space between my cells got larger. Like, and there's a frequency, it's a different frequency, it's a different vibration where there's just this potential, right? This pure potential, kinetic energy, right? That potentiality and this positive. I feel like I'm living in this space of positive expectancy, like the just curiosity, this not knowing, not knowing, not knowing. But it moved from fear to excitement. And I've said for years, right, that one of my favorite quotes that I heard at someone say many, many years ago was fear is just excitement without the breath, right? Because it's the same things that happen in your body. The sweaty palms, the beating heart, the there's this energy, where it can feel like fear, or with a few present breaths when we breathe into the fear and we acknowledge the fear and we take it by the hand and we say, you're allowed to be afraid, then there's a little bit of excitement, that hope, that positive expectancy. And so breathe, right? Breathe into the fear, breathe into the resistance, acknowledge the resistance. Because I tell you that that is the only thing keeping you from birthing into your next level is just all the different faces of resistance, which resisting your what is, right? So resistance is like judgment. Judgment is a form of resistance. So when you're judging yourself, you're in resistance. When you're judging another, you're in resistance. When you're judging life, you're in resistance. And that is what keeps you kind of dipping back into this old reality that truly you've already, a part of you at least, has already outgrown and isn't even living there, which is why it feels like nothing's working. So, yeah, my next video will be about that. But I just wanted to plant that seed of, if you're really on that edge and you can feel it and taste it and you're touching into it and then out of it and into it and then out of it, and it's so frustrating and there's so much impatience and there's this judgment that seems to be getting greater. Judgment of others, judgment of self, judgment of life and what's going on in the world. And if it's elevating, this is actually a good thing because you're getting really, really close to birthing a whole new, I want to say, perspective. And trust me, you will see things so much more clearly and with this lens of like, oh my gosh, of course, no wonder, how perfect. With this lens of acceptance, compassion. Oh, and it's amazing. It's amazing. Lots of love. And please, if you need a little bit of help with this and someone to really hold space who's kind of been there and spinning out in it for a very long time, and this is definitely not my first time that I've shifted into a different level of consciousness. I don't even like saying levels because, yeah, it's all one. It's all one. We're all one, but we just can't see it. We're just so blocked up. So let's continue the dismantling. You're already doing it. If you're watching this, I know you're already doing it. You're already in it. Reach out if you need some assistance. I love you. I see you. Blessings.